Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I will have a vlog with you guys where I show you what I do on my daily basis. Like, I go to the gym, I do all my esports stuff. So, let's go. Right now, I need to brush my teeth, I need to wash myself, and then we're gonna go to the gym. Because gym is very important in the day, so let's get it. So yeah, guys, after brushing my teeth, I would usually make myself an omelet with cheese and put some hot sauce in it. But yesterday I ran out of eggs, but I still have a lot of hot sauce. But I can't just really eat that. I don't want to drink coffee on an empty stomach. So right now I'll just go to the student center of my university. I'll get something to bite on down there. After which we're gonna hit the gym. I think we're just gonna do chest, triceps today, chest, triceps, shoulders, and after that we're gonna come home and we're gonna get some Chinese takeout because I usually get takeout on Thursdays. So yeah, this is the plan, and I'll show you more cool stuff. Also, guys, it's very important to use this thing right here. If you're a gamer and you don't have this, you're missing out so much. So go ahead and purchase this. It's the best thing that you'll do for your back and for yourself. Alright, so we're finally at the gym. We're going to be doing our chest day today. So first we're going to be warming up, and then we're going to be hitting a little bit heavier numbers. So let's get it. Let's go. So whenever I am going to the gym, I try to go 4 to 5 times a day, and I have 30 to 40-minute sessions. For most of the part, I try to do pull-ups, dips, and overall more mobility exercises because I sit a lot during the day, and decompressing my spine with such exercises is more beneficial for me while maintaining a good shape, good form. Yes, average Counter-Strike player. We got 60 kilograms right here, 20 here, 20 there. The bar is 20 itself, so yes, average CS player. Alright, so after finishing going to the gym, we're gonna go get a electrolyte drink at Sheets, after which we're gonna go home, and that's when all my esports magic will start happening. Probably at first I will be doing a little bit of editing for my YouTube channel because I got, a couple of clips lying around. So editing and posting them right now at around 12 to 1 p.m. is the best time to post. So we're gonna get on that, post some, then I'll do some coaching work, after which I'll probably do my homework, and then that's when I will come back to my coaching stuff and prepare some strats for my teams. So let's go. Alright, so we're back home. Then in 2024, I got this at Esports World Cup when I was at the signing session with, I believe, PSG Talon, Rainbow Six team, or with Falcons, I'm not sure, but icons in the making. Then here are all my badges. This one's from Esports World Cup. This one is from Boost on the Beach and has all the signatures from the casters. Looks dope. Then this one is from FNCS, which I worked at Dallas Fort Worth in September. And just last premiere, I was in production. All access pass. So that's it. Now it's time to actually do, what I do. And let's take a seat. Opa! Let's see this. Okay, we're logging in. We're gonna be reviewing some of the clips that I got the other night, which we will watch together. But yeah, essentially what I will do, what I do all the time is like, I play, then after all my games, I look at the clips, edit the ones that I really liked immediately, and I post them to Twitter or to YouTube right away. So right now we're gonna review the clips together because these clips I didn't make anything out of them. So let's see this. Hello guys, my name is Danny, and welcome to a tutorial where you can win a Face It Level 10 game like this. First, you have to nade this. Second, you come into this position, you hear the defuse, and you win.
So it, and that was that.
This is how you win with Danny.
Nice. Last guy's low. He was CT. He was CT. Could be on site. Could be anywhere.
No.
Oh, you guys have been head on. Run. Study would have been low.
Exactly, bro. I want you to be better.
You're a level now at 14 kill average and you're not big out.
Oh my!
Who's he?
He did this shit last round, bro.
Okay, so I noticed that I've been ADDing with my work. I edited the videos, but then I chatted with my friends, and now I'm back to editing videos. And it's like back and forth all the time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, body armor, and we're gonna mix this advanced. It's like PED basically. But that's legal, you know, it's not like Adderall. It's like natural caffeine, L-carnitine, L-theozine, all that good stuff. We're gonna... Oh. That's a PED. Oh, yep. Let's put the stuff here. Oh. Into the I'm gonna put this down here. Hopefully my heart won't explode after consuming this. I doubt it will, because I got no heart. But we'll see how it is. Okay, it's all in there. Let's close it. Shake it up. Doesn't smell any different. Yeah, this is not manga and Dorage anymore. This is advanced. Lock in, and I'm locking in. I am locking in. Let's do this together. So whenever I'm editing, I like to sit down and edit everything that I have. For example, the short form videos, they're really easy to make. For most of the time, you already have a template and you just Control-C, Control-V. But for longer form videos, I like to sit down in the evening and just enjoy the process of making a very fun video to watch. Right now, yeah, I'm just making short form content that you'll see on the screen right now.
Nice. Last guy's low. He was CT. He was CT. Could be on site. Could be anywhere.
No.
Oh, you guys haven't hit him. Never mind.
Exactly, bro. I want you to be better.
1v4,
Tap.
you got this.
14 kill average and you're not big out.
Tap.
Oh my.
Oh
my.
Who's he?
He did this shit last round, bro.
Right, that's it. We edited 2 reels after I'll be exporting and scheduling it, which I'll be scheduling for Thursday, Friday, because that's the heaviest traffic in, esports content. Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the heaviest traffic for esports content. So we're gonna be doing this, after which I am going to be practicing my Counter-Strike. So I'll be looking at utility. I'll be recording stuff for my team so that they know certain utility pieces, and I'll be probably showing certain rounds that they can implement in their game. After which I will probably play myself or do some schoolwork, and That's it. Let's get on the groove. Okay, so now this is my time when I practice Counter-Strike myself. The way I do all my things is first I do like a mechanical warm-up just so that I remember how to move, how to shoot, and so on. My tool is called Refrag, and you'll see what I mean. It simulates in-game scenarios very precisely, and I really love it because it has so many different game modes and it simulates so many realistic situations from the actual game that it is the best way to improve. Not deathmatch, nothing else besides watching demos, learning grenades, and this. So you'll get to see what I'm talking about right now. So right now we're loading onto the server, and the way that it works is like there are different routines, boot camps, and so on. So first I do my mechanical warm-up. Usually it's just like 10 minutes. I'm not gonna be doing anything, you know, anything crazy as for now. So right now I'm just gonna be warming up my aim. And what I focus on is the wrist movements that I have to make, because Counter-Strike is a game where you have to understand exactly when you're supposed to be making wrist movements and your entire head movements. So let's say I'm peeking into like a new angle. I use my entire hand and then I use my wrist to adjust. And yeah, this is the way that I think about aiming in CS. Is like, if you're peeking into a new angle, you should be working with your entire arm. So let's just work it out this way. So we kill, you know, these three guys, and then we're clear long. Like, look, I'm using my hands right now, and then I'm just gonna be adjusting with my wrist. I noticed that my recoil control was bad, so I'll be paying more attention to that. In case somebody picks you, it's like very practical. See, if 3 people swing you at the same time, you need to know how to spray transfer them. And there's no like in between. You must know this. Like, if you don't know this, you'll never be great at the game. Because in the end, you still need to try to hit the spray transfer. You're not supposed to, you know, give it up. It's a skill that must be learned by any CS player. If you want to commit to Counter-Strike, you must learn how to spray transfer, because it will get you so many advantages in when you play. Even if you don't kill the guy, you're gonna deal a lot of damage, and this is what matters, is the fact that you didn't give up and you fought until your last bullet. If you see a guy, you either must headshot him or hit him for 90. That's the way that I view, you know, the game. If you get flanked, it's another topic, it's another discussion, but if you are, you know, not hitting the guy for 90 at least, then you don't know how to shoot. So it's important to learn how to do like really good mechanical executions and just spraying. Be confident about it. Yeah, I'll show you a couple of examples of my spray transfers from my FACEA games.
My god.
Damn it! Yep.
What a spray transfer.
That was sick, bro.
Строго.
That was
Спасибо.
gross as fuck.
The fuck?
One con.
Then this is to warm up your movement, okay? He's like here. Right there. See, I overmoved. I was not ready for the fight. In order to really practice your movement and your aiming abilities, you take Deagle and you play with it for hour, 2 hours, and really pay attention to like the way that you hit your keys, because if you can't hit your keys correctly on bots, do you think you're gonna be hitting your keys well on real players? How's this scenario any different from an actual game? Okay, a guy is like walking into you, a guy is standing still. Same concept, you point and click. With Eagle it's supposed to be clean. One bullet, one bullet, one bullet, one bullet, one bullet. And you take your time to aim. And then you work on your speed. First accuracy, then speed. Yeah, and right now I'm working on my like jiggle strafing and trying to hit the target while ADing, because when you AD, it's, you know, it obviously makes it harder for the enemies to hit you. The crossfire, that's a really fun game mode. So yeah, you could be practicing this. Yeah, you're just coming out and the enemies are at different positions. This is what I really like about Refrag, is the fact that it's very, very practical. And you gotta, you know, put effort into killing the bots. It's not like on aim bots, they're not even shooting at you, but here you actually have to react fast. Yep, too wide. And like this, you just figure out your mistakes, you think what I could have done better, and so on and so forth. So this prepares you for your like competitive games ideally. I don't think there's anything better than Refrag. People say deathmatch, but deathmatch teaches you free combat. This teaches you like actual positions where people could be playing from, and the way that you're supposed to be peeking into angles. No. Yeah, see? Like, no bueno, no bueno. I need to complete this. I'm not gonna, you know, leave. I'm completing the entire course before I move on to utility. Yeah, this is the X factor which I was talking about. The fact that, you know, I didn't really expect the second guy to be on site and I still spray transferred him. That is the main point of spray transferring, is your kind of ability to pull rounds out of nowhere just because of your mechanical abilities. And you're not gonna learn that in deathmatch, because in deathmatch such situations don't occur. Whilst in competitive gameplay, when you're playing against setups, this happens all the time when you need to spray transfer to people. Whenever they're coming out to a site, whenever they are just playing in a setup, when they're in a clutch. You're not ready for it, but you know, you're reacting at that point. Mechanical skill is not about, you know, knowing, it's about reacting. And the way that you react with mechanics could really define the game for your team. A lot of people practice with music. Like, they play deathmatch, they practice with music, but I believe that for gunplay, you shouldn't really practice with music unless it's like actual bots. And I like to hop on an empty server to throw grenades, and that's when I would turn on music. You need to be focused at all times when you're doing guns, because you need to be understanding how to move, when to stop, and just autopiloting with music, I don't think that's the move. I don't think it's the way that you should practice gunplay. When you're throwing smokes, it's another conversation, but when you're actively like shooting and trying to spray, you need to be, you know, you need to be used to the silence, and you need to be warming up your like visual without overstimulating yourself. Well, by the way, that's a really good setup. And so, yeah, this is already lasting for 34 minutes. But this is the type of warm-up that should be happening when you're ready for any scenario. This is how it must be, so that you're always ready for any situation. And sometimes you want to switch it up and do like some insane spray transfers to like, so that you can really feel your power. Because you never know what can happen in the game, and if you play crazy right here, you can play crazy in the actual games too. What's the difference? What's the difference between this and the real game? You just need to be adapting to situations a lot faster and understanding what's happening on the map. But as soon as you start understanding what's happening on the map, you can't be killed. What surprised me? I already told enough about my warm-up routine, how I view warm-up, how I think it's supposed to be. So, yeah, this is how good Counter-Strike looks like. And, yeah. Okay, so the next part of my practice is grenades. So if I had calls from my from a face game that I was missing my smokes, I go on the same map in a private server and I just throw these grenades. For example, some complex grenades like this, it's instant donut smoke, and it's gonna fly from spawn all the way into donut. And this is like not a perfect smoke because the CTs could be like playing right here. And they could kill my entire team. So in order for that not to happen, this is why you need to practice your smokes. Yep. And I believe that this one should hit properly. It's gonna fly in. Nope, it didn't. Then it means that I need to make an adjustment in the way that the timing of my release. So I throw it a little bit deeper in, but in fact, this was not the solution. So now we need to figure out how do I make it fly in deeper. And right here, we're gonna maybe release it a little bit early. And that way, you see how it like bounces properly and it doesn't tag anything extra. This is a lot cleaner, but there's even like a better way to throw it, so it lands very deep into the donut. So another tricky nade is this one. It's to instantly smoke CT. And this one, does it hit? Yes, it does hit, in fact, perfectly, very well. And so it blocks off whenever you're rushing a site. So there's going to be a smoke down here. Wow, okay, that's incredible. There's going to be a deep smoke here, there's going to be a smoke here, and then one of your teammates has to molly default, so that CTs cannot be pushing the smoke or playing behind this. And yeah, then you're like, okay, what other grenades I could be missing? Okay, the jump up molly, a very popular grenade that not a lot of people know how to throw properly, but this is how it looks like. It's supposed to be burning this entire area, the boxes, bottom, everything absolutely. Mid flashes, are they tagging the person who is coming out, who is fighting your teammates? And you're like, okay, this one is designed for the person just running towards, you. And then there's a second one, because the CTs, when they're taking middle, they're going to be running out and they're going to be coming in like this. They're going to be strafing. This flash tags them because it's thrown very early. And then the second one, when they're going to be fighting, it's going to be thrown like this. And look how it's going to work. So he's going to be trying to fight from this, like that. He's going to be holding. And this flash tags him, and your teammate can swing with this timing. Let's say a molly. There's a complicated one that's thrown, but I found an easier lineup. You just aim right here, throw it like that, and it tags anybody who's pushing this area. And your teammate, he hears him, and he can say, okay, I got this guy. Then you could be working on your pre-fires in your private deathmatch server, and you're like, okay, you're warming up your hand movement, and just a bunch of other smokes. that you think that you forgot, but in fact you didn't. You did. It's thrown like this. There's supposed to be an instant lurk smoke that lands in the middle of the site, and it denies any vision from the guy pushing up, no, you know, spotting it from long. He can still jump spot, but he's gonna give away information, or the guy playing short. So the T is forced into playing right here. But then you throw a molly like this. Oh wow, and see? What I was saying, that grenade was missing for me all the time. So that means that I need to adjust it. And right now it hit. This is why I throw grenades before playing, is to make sure that I'm not missing any of them. And maybe I want to like remember something that I used to throw before, but I stopped for some reason, and I'm like, okay. This smoke, for example, it's supposed to be landing deep inside cave, and it does land inside cave. And then another reason why you could be going into a private deathmatch and looking at stuff around the map is to find out new things that you didn't know before. For example, wallbangs. You can do this command, show impacts. You show impacts 1, and you can find out whether this is wallbangable or not. And this is wallbangable, and people don't spam this, but they should, because it's a very popular position that CTs like to play out of. Then you could be creating wallbangs like so. I actually killed a guy like this once when he was playing right here, jiggling, and I like triple dinked him and he died. People don't know that you can be spamming bot to mid through this. So you could be potentially killing the guy running out. And the same thing works vice versa. If you think, if your teammate dies right here, you can spam this and you have a chance of trading your guy. Let's say to the left of this dark spot. And you're gonna be hitting this guy consistently. And you're gonna kill him probably. So this is why you need to go into private server and just find out new things about the map. Because you never know what you can find and what you can use in an actual game. Or even if you saw something on TikTok or Instagram Reels, you can repeat the same thing. So yeah, this is why you need to go onto private maps and find out cool grenades and so on. For example, this one. I found out, I made this grenade up myself, and the inspiration was, you know, from pro plays. And this is not the best example, but let it bloom and it's gonna hit, and it's gonna hit perfectly. This is why you need to be going into private servers and finding things for yourself. So after editing and creating content, I would just go on a walk, because sitting in the chair the entire day in your room is not good. And so that's the tutorial to have a fresh room. I have like a gap in my window, so you gotta put up your window and let the fresh air come in. You come out, and then you come back to a fresh room with fresh air. Open the door, and that's it. And you're going outside. Just walk around. Just enjoy the weather, whatever it is. Think about real life. And yeah, that's it. Like, having a 10 to 15 minute walk changes your day a lot, like your afternoon at least. Just fresh mindset. Let's go for a walk. And this is why it's beautiful. You look at the sky, you look at what's around you, try to appreciate. Holy shit, I almost died. Try to appreciate what's around you. Just mind off the phone, mind off the game, mind off anything. Just pay attention to real life. This skill is called like mindfulness. It's really important, especially in video games, because in a game you cannot be thinking one certain way. You have to be adaptive to what's happening around you. And going on walks and just paying attention to what is really important, I believe. And it's a skill that is so overlooked and so like misrepresented that people think of a completely different thing. But mindfulness is all about being in the present moment and reacting to what is here and now, how it is basically. And it is like this. Enjoy real life, guys. And I wanted to touch upon a topic that a lot of people struggle with, is change. Whether it's esports or real life, sometimes you need to make change in order to have like a better life. And in the end, there's no secret in changing your life. There's no book that can teach you that. There's nothing that will make you change but yourself. The most important thing is to take actions in your life and to commit to that action. And one of the things that I'm struggling with right now is like nicotine. I've been smoking since I was 18. First vapes, then cigarettes, then I started doing nicotine pouches because it's a lot better than smoking. And you go from 6 milligrams to 3, and then you try to make it less and less and less. So that is my path right now. I'm changing like a very minor thing, but that change will drastically increase the quality of my life. And even though I won't quit it completely, because you go to parties, you have some drinks, you wanna hit your vape or someone's vape, or you have a cigarette, it's fine then. I feel as if it's fine. But doing it on a completely daily basis is bad. And you'll notice if you stop smoking, you stop consuming nicotine, you'll have a lot more energy in yourself. And at first you'll think that it is like, you feel like kind of like a shake, that you want to smoke, that you want to like smoke a cigarette or smoke a vape, whatever. But in fact it's just like your mind is, it does request nicotine, but you can address that urge into other places, into work, into studies, into doing miscellaneous tasks around the house. And we all consist of energy, and you need to narrow it down to the right places in your life. And that's when you're gonna notice a difference. For example, shout out to my dad. He watches all my videos, he tells me it's shit, it's not. And he lost 20 kilograms in a year, like 20, 30, something like this. It's a really crazy number, and the visual change is insane. So, and he has been, he didn't do sports since university years, and he was just working. But at one day he decided, that's it, I'll take action now. And there's no secret. And I told him that there's no right time in your life. There's no like that specific moment that will break you. Those moments happen when you get inspired, but in the end it all comes from within. And if you want to change aspects of your life, you want to start going to the gym, just fucking go. It's not that deep. You start going, you start reading books, you start educating yourself, you start working in your business. It doesn't matter. It could be anything. You could be anything. And people can get stuck in a loop of like, this is me. But in fact, life is so liquid, and what happens in life is so liquid, and it's the only way that I can describe it. And there's no right time, there's no right place, there's no right everything. It all comes from right here, from your soul, from your passions, from your desires. And this is what you're supposed to be kind of paying attention to, this and this. And then you look in the mirror and you think, is this the person who I want to be? Is this the person who I'm working towards? And I have many goals in my life, and I'm slowly working towards them, and it's okay. The right time will come when the opportunity presents itself. You just take it, and that's it. There's no sacred things. There's just action. And now we're back home, and Native Suffix is hosting a class. So,
there's never something that you're fully proficient in, so I will go to that Counter-Strike lesson and educate myself about CS. Let's go! Okay, so that little segment was from my meeting. Basically, I'm a junior coach at Gosu Academy and I host my Counter-Strike sessions almost every week. And I am looking to expand more into the business side of like running a business and understanding how to promote proper people for a business so that they can promote us and we promote them, and it's kind of like a win-win situation for both of us. So right now I was speaking with a content creator who I'm not allowed to mention, for him to partner with the Ghost Academy in order to create promotional videos for Ghost Academy and for himself. And I have like a list of content creators that I'm trying to reach out to. But yeah, we have virtual handshakes, so yeah guys, business is booming. So the team that I'm working for decided that they're gonna be having a break today. I got picked up by F5 Esports, and I'm their coach. They are in advanced. It is a semi-professional league in Counter-Strike, and next season I'll be fully working with them to try to get them to the professional level. Today they had a break, so I decided to run a few games of Face It, and funnily enough, both of them got ended abruptly because the servers just died on me, and they're currently fixing the servers. But it didn't stop me from playing. I hopped on Premiere, dominated at pink ranks, and that's it. That was my night with Counter-Strike. Then I got some dinner. It was some pork with rice, and it was wonderful. I wish that you can try this because while I'm talking about it, my mouth is actually watering up. So yeah, usually in the evening I try to do something a little productive, for example reading, or trying to know something new or get inspired by something. And after that I go to bed and see the sweetest dreams of the future. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like something like this, let me know in the comments. It was Danny. Goodbye.